So in this video, we will be solving problem number 5, which consists of the water tower and the building with the window with the person looking out. So first we need to draw a picture to help us better know what's going on in this problem. So the distance between the water tower and the building is 325 feet, which would be that measure at the bottom there. Then the angle of elevation from the window to the top of the tower is 39 degrees, while the angle of depression is 25 degrees, which is in that bottom red triangle there. So we have to label the x measure, which is what we're trying to find, along with all the other angle measures. We don't know the hypotenuse, but we don't need to find it for this problem. Then in the blue triangle, it's going to be similar, except just different angle measures. We have the x value, which is what we're trying to find, along with the 325 feet, the hypotenuse, which we don't need, and then the 39-degree angle there, which I miswrote, but we'll fix later. Then we're going to draw the triangles again to have a better idea of what each individual triangle would look like. So we have the 325 feet measure at the bottom. The x value is what we're trying to find for this problem. And then we have our 90-degree measure, our 39-degree measure. Yep. And since we have two of the measures, we know we can find the third. So all we would need to do for that one is 180 minus 90 minus 39, and then that would equal 51. So we have that measure in case we need it. And then we can go back and draw the second triangle, which would also include the 325 feet with the x measure, which is what we're trying to find for the height of the window, but we need both x measures to find the height of the water tower. So we know we have that 90-degree angle measure right there. The 25 degree is the angle of depression from the window to the bottom of the water tower. And then we know that that third angle measure would be 65 degrees based on the other angle measures to equal 180. So we have the 325 feet at the bottom, which I wrote degrees on the other one. And then we have the hypotenuse, which we don't need. And then next, so the window height would be that red x measure in the triangle, and then the tower height, we would need to add both the x measures together to get the total height of the water tower, since they would both add up to equal the total height. So I'm just gonna write that down there. And then we need to, I'm just going to write that down some more. And then we're going to go and using SOHCAHTOA, we can find the measures of the x values that we're trying to find. So we know that we can't use anything that has the hypotenuse, so it has to be tangent with the opposite over the adjacent, because we don't have the hypotenuse, and we can't find it without that x measure, because Pythagorean theorem. So using tangent, we have tangent of 39 degrees is equal to x over 325, because it's opposite over adjacent. And then we would multiply both sides by 325 to isolate the variable. And then we would have 325 times the tangent of 39 degrees is equal to x. So that would mean x is, using our calculator to find it out, x would be 263.18 feet, or when using sig figs and to simplify it or reduce, whatever, we would have 263 feet. Then for the red triangle, with the angle of depression, we still use SOHCAHTOA, and we still have to use the tangent with opposite over adjacent because we don't have the hypotenuse for this one either. So we would take that, the angle tangent of 65 degrees would be equal to x over 325 feet. And then same thing as we did for the last problem. It would be, I'm pretty sure I did, let's double check my math there. Yeah, I did 325 for the real problem. But we would multiply that by both sides and get 325 times tangent is 65 equals x, which would mean x is 696.965, or it would be approximately 697 feet. So now that we have all of that math done, we can go and we can figure out like what the window height is, which is just the red value of x. So it would be the 697 feet, which we just found at the end there. And then for the tower height, we need to add both of the x values together to get the total tower height. So that would be the red value and the blue values of x added together. So it would be 697 feet plus 263 feet, which I'm writing there in the green. And then when you add those together, you get 960 feet, which would be the total height of the tower. And there you go. That's how you would solve problem number 5. Thank you.